British racing legend Sir Stirling Moss passed away at 90 years old in London earlier today. In a career spanning across 14 years, the legend raced across multiple disciplines and won 212 races of the 529 races he participated in. He was described as the greatest driver never to win the World Championship. Sir Stirling Moss started his racing career in 1948, and his first major victory came at the RAC Tourist Trophy on the Dundrod circuit in Northern Ireland in 1950. He drove a Jaguar XK120 for the race. At the peak of his career, the racing legend would compete in as many as 62 races a year, and he drove for 84 different car makers over 14 years. Sir Stirling Moss raced against some of the best drivers in his time, the most prominent one being five-time Formula One champion Juan Manuel Fangio. Fangio was Moss's teammate and arch rival at Mercedes-Benz and was also his friend and mentor. He also raced against Alberto Ascari and Mike Hawthorne, both drivers for Ferrari. Stirling Moss was one of the most aggressive drivers in racing history and was known for his high-risk techniques. One of his most famous wins was at Italy's 1,000-mile 1955 Mille Miglia road race. The race has been described as the most iconic single-day's drive in motor racing history. Moss finished the race in 10 hours and 7 minutes. Another win came at the 1956 Italian Grand Prix. After Mercedes-Benz withdrew from the 1956 season, Moss raced for Maserati as their lead driver. Having started the race behind Ferrari, Moss emerged the winner. In 1958, when Van Wall was unable to send its car for the Argentinian GP, Stirling Moss raced the Cooper Climax race car entered by Rob Walker. The 2-liter Formula 2 car was underpowered compared to competition, but was light and agile. Moss drove the car with a patch on one eye as a result of an injury caused by his wife, and he raced without even getting a tire change to win, of course. He outclassed Ferrari and Maserati at the Argentina Grand Prix. Moss's most famous long-distance race victory came at the 1959 Nürburgring 1000 kilometers. He drove an Aston Martin DB-R1 on the track for 3 hours straight and managed a lead of 5 minutes over Ferrari. As he swapped places with his co-driver, the Aston Martin spun into a ditch and fell behind by over a minute. Stirling Moss took over the car and drove past the Ferrari to cross the finish line with a 21-second advantage. According to the legend himself, the 1961 Monaco Grand Prix was probably his greatest drive in a Formula One race. He overtook two Ferraris on lap 17 and held them off for 83 laps to win the race. Well, thank you, Sir Stirling Moss, for having entertained fans for 14 years. We know the sport has lost a legendary driver, one who was fast, furious, and dangerous. Our thoughts and prayers are with his family. May his soul rest in peace. Thank you for watching DriveSpark. Like, share, and subscribe to stay in the know of the latest happenings in the auto industry.